listening to the Impunity Edition.
Since we started out on Bitcoin.
Hello, Traders. Welcome to the Sunday weekly candle close stream. It is now in 20 seconds. Time for power hour. Just waiting. 12 seconds, 10 seconds. Highest 60-minute candle close since August 16th somewhere.
It's time for Power Hour.
And testing the 200-day simple moving average for the first time since August 30th, where the price was utterly rejected for the second test of the inflection zone that stems back to May of 2022. One low, the second low, like right, and then even locally, a low here, and then another low. You get the 4 hour, you can see it so clearly. And then a test of the supply line, a pullback, but then a pivot, a higher low than the previous low, and then a rally to break the supply line, like you saw in June. It's a rerun. So where you are right now, you're about to rival 28,200, the highest high from August 29th, the ETF news, and then above that's 28.8, and then 30K, 31K. Unfortunately, it's not just that easy where you can just be like, oh, we're about to break resistance. No, there's a lot. We talked about this last week. If this is going to rally, you got a lot of levels to break. So what's so interesting about October 1st is I mean, if you're a participant of this market, you remember vividly what happened on October 1st, 2021, when a consolidation structure was broken, a supply line was broken, and September 30th was a good day, but the next day, immediate follow through price action where Bitcoin was up about 10% within 8 hours, and that took the price of Bitcoin ultimately to its highest high in human history, around what was it, 69,000? Yeah, $69,015. Right, so a level was regarded as support. The supply line was broken. That is very similar to the, what kind of stuff you're seeing on Bitcoin 2 years later to the date, right? Supply line broken, and October 1st, a big rally. Nothing like the rally we saw, though, in 2021. Again, like a 10% move in 8 hours. This is only up $1,000, 3.86%, not even breaking above the 200-day moving average yet, not yet breaking, the highest high from August 29th. So yeah, I mean, it could get crazier. We got less than 1 hour. We are in power hour right now, so we'll see. Let's go check on the altcoins. Well, let's look at the weekly and how's the weekly going to close. I mean, this is great, man. The weekly, in less than 60 minutes, we're about to get a bullish engulfing candle. It's about to be the highest weekly candle close we've seen since August 7th. Could be, if all stays the same right now or higher, working on a weekly candle close above the 200-week simple moving average, and that'd be the first week since August 7th again. So I'm not deterred by this, right? The trend never reversed on Bitcoin. The trend had always been garbage on most altcoins. Sorry, man. You cannot say the trend's reversing when you make your formal highest high, and then after the highest high, you put in your highest low. Since the uptrend began at the beginning of the year, which we're getting closer to concluding that. But just know where we stand. There's resistance upon you, and it's going to be really important that we see the buyers break that level, because we're talking about common retraces. Hasn't even happened on Bitcoin. People try to talk about what's going on now with what happened down here in 2019, the bullish Gartley. Oh, if that was the case, if you're not joking around, if that's real life, understand Bitcoin at the end, at the climax, the culmination of that rally, it was a 61.8% retrace. Go check the thumbnail of that stream. The golden retrace was achieved and no higher. That was the top. So if we try to compare that, or at least the people that are trying to compare that time to this time, you understand how much more upside there has to be. That means, like, let's just say history repeated itself, hypothetically. That means Bitcoin's going to $48,000, $50,000. Because look, from the highest high to the lowest low, you have not even really cracked above a 23% retrace for long at all. So, I mean, we're talking about the beginning of the golden zone, not a 618, which is the top of the golden zone, like you saw in 2019. That's 48,577. The 382 is only 36K. I mean, these are just moderate levels. So it's like, so far, it's been a very shallow retrace on Bitcoin from the all-time high to the low here. So just great to see a weekly engulfing candle incoming. I know the monthly candle closed yesterday. I was off, like, college football Saturday. What do you want from me? Monthly closed, fine. And immediately on the new month, up 3.7% instantly. Less than 24 hours of the new candle. So, all right, just kind of going around looking at the daily, the weekly, the monthly. We can even look at the 4 hour to see, like, really what happened when it was all said and done. All right, so there was always the supply line that goes back to 31K from July. Okay, well, that level was finally broken September 28th. And then it was just getting formally back tested as support. Even this 26,682 level that goes back. It was very real. We've talked about this multiple times in stream. It was regarded as support the date of September 29th, and then candle closes all stayed above that supply line and really formally regarded as a demand line and just kind of floating on up. And now today you're getting that rally off the supply line breakout. And again, just very similar to what you saw in mid-June. Okay. Now we can take a gander at Ethereum. That's up almost 4%. All right, man. So if this is real, if the buyers of Ethereum can keep the price elevated above 1728, I'm cool. I like Ethereum above that level. That's such a major level. Like, it's almost certain if the price stays above 1728 long enough, it goes to $2,000. So I'm really optimistic with this price action. Supply line broke, 3-4 days ago, and it's been number go up since then. Wasn't really at a good level for the trader. to strategize entries and longs and all that. The Bitcoin kind of was okay, was better. It's just how it goes sometimes. So awesome stuff. Valkyrie futures trading, I believe, starts tomorrow. And Ethereum has officially achieved its highest price intraday since August 17th. In less than 1 hour, it could be the highest daily candle close since August 16th. So, and possibly a formal close above a key inflection point, which is always amazing. So, nice stuff, man. Nice stuff on Ethereum. Weekly for Ethereum. Bullish engulfing candle will be confirmed in less than 1 hour. It will be the highest weekly candle close confirmed since August 7th. Very nice. And again, maybe we break above the 1728 level. And a very important thing, buyers are recapturing prices above the 200-week simple moving average. Always amazing when that's going on. Always. And if you talk about like we did with Bitcoin with common retraces from the all-time high to the lowest low, 2400 to 3340 has been there. I'm not sure if we'll ever get there, but it's okay. It's okay. And that's normally where assets retrace to before they eventually top out, and then maybe on the weekly retest the lows, but that's like many months later. So, all right, not bad. Monthly close happened yesterday. So, I mean, it's kind of like one of those busy, it would be a busier stream because you're catching price action, monthly and weekly closes all together, and quarterly closes too. There was like a bearish engulfing candle on the quarterly, but the good, like on Bitcoin and I guess the altcoins too. And it's like, there's no cause for concern on that because looking at Bitcoin's history, there's never been a bearish engulfing candle on a quarterly close that's ever manifested into like major drawdowns after. There's never been follow through on quarterly bearish engulfing candles on Bitcoin. So kind of safe with history there. All right. Well, there it is, man. You can see it on the monthly, how important 1728 is. It's just so real. So many freaking months it's been tested intra-month. And now you're testing it again. All right, let's look at that quarterly because, yeah, I didn't think about it. We'll look at Bitcoin too. See, there's the bearish engulfing candle, but again, like never do bearish engulfing candles. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's different on Ethereum. I'm talking about when I was looking at it on Bitcoin. Let me show you. Like, where's a bearish engulfing candle that's truly true? Like, here's a real bearish engulfing candle on the quarterly, October 2018, and what happened the next month, the next quarter, the next 3 months, the bottom was put in, and a huge rally ensued off of that. That was the bullish Gartley. Bearish engulfing candles, right? They're few and far between, and so I wouldn't be really concerned about it. All right, just getting that out of the way. I forgot to talk about it. All right, so Ethereum, Bitcoin. We can go to XRP because XRP is superior, and this is great news, man. This is like Alex Cobb vibes in terms of. I mentioned Alex Cobb because it's like we can all become. Based on evidence, we can become XRP moon boys like Alex Cobb, right? When the price is above 51 cents, you're good. You are good to own the asset, to be long on it, because the upside potential is massive. Below it, yeah, you got some problems. But the great news is, man, all I'm seeing kind of is 1 and 2 and 3, you know, higher lows. And now breaching the 200-day simple moving average, or attempting to. It will be confirmed in 49 minutes if all stays the same or higher. You're also working on the highest daily candle close on XRP since August 30th. I think these are just great things. This is incredible. Like, you can strategize. All right, if I'm going long now, man. All right, so you know where the stop would be. Probably below 49 cents. Somewhere below 49 cents. I know there was a trade setup posted. I don't think it ever got stopped out. The stop loss was somewhere marginally below the beginning of the 3 white soldiers there. I think it was like 48.6 cents. The price had a drawdown, but you never triggered, and then the rally. And so we're back. Very nice. So meat's back on the menu, boys. I mean, for real. Like, I know there is like, hey, 54 cents. I know everyone's like, dude, you need to check your vision. I know that's there, but dude, like before all that, look at all these like levels. I think are correlating to these original peaks and valleys from years ago. So to me, I'm good when the price is above 50 cents. I'm real good. So, can we please get some for just a great technical development on XRP and Bitcoin and maybe Ethereum? Not BNB, dude. BNB's like just before this pump, man. It was just somehow gonna put in another lower high. Hello, stream on. Thanks so much. Real quick, since we looked through, well, let's look at BNB. Let's look at XRP's weekly closes in 47 minutes. Oh man, so it's close. You know, the 200-week simple moving average you can see right here. You might close below it unless you catch some power hour bids. You got to get the price above. Price needs to get above 200-week. I can't remember. I thought it always would show up here. It's not showing up there, the price. You just got to get it, eyeball it. Above 52.6 cents, you're at 52.47 cents, so just a little bit higher. And it would be, you're working on the highest weekly candle close, wow, since August 14th. Bro, again, like, look, you can tell. Where are traders settling up? They're always settling up higher. Forget the intraday, intra-week price action. The candle closes are important for identifying like accumulation, and that's all that's happening on this one, including here, September 11th, that week. Things have turned around. All right, nice, man. Monthly? Not much to write home about. I mean, it's cool that it closed above 50 cents. That's awesome. Just, it's a nothing burger monthly. Quarterly? Good God, man. Look at that. Quarterly, dude. I would say almost nothing. I mean, that might be just extreme buyer aggression. Buyers getting super aggressive here. That was the whole news thing that pumped and dumped. But after the pump and dump, when it was all set, you know, it reminds me of XRP's had something like this, almost identical. You got to go back to right here. Was it, God, where I was looking at it? It's just like it'll get like these rallies and then they'll dump down and they'll square up and then they'll pivot and they'll continue onward, right? So I'm not really that deterred by what XRP is doing right now. That's pretty natural stuff on this chart. So this is like a perfect setup. Perfect set of longs for 76-cent target, which means upside potential above this level is 45%. It's been that way. So hype. Okay. Now we're going to BNB. Spending a little bit more time on these because why not? Yeah. So it's just like, how pathetic is this? Like, who cares if it rallies and gets back above 225? Like, you going to own this over XRP or Bitcoin? If you aren't, what's the point? Like, yeah, bullish engulfing candle going to be confirmed in 44 minutes. It was real bad earlier before this pump on Bitcoin. But still, just butting up against like this inflection zone. I don't know. Maybe it's the third bottom. Maybe a higher low is getting put in. It's time to go. Maybe you run at the top of the channel. Who cares? 239. Maybe. BNB is being saved. So are the altcoins. All these altcoins are sitting at supports. It's either Bitcoin's going to save them or BNB is going to collapse and all the altcoins are going with them. It was just really hard to tell which way we were. Where was the narrative going to drive us? Okay. Real quick, since it is the first of the month, it's the best time to join the Patreon. We get trade setups, education, my charts daily. I post charts daily, just updates on everything, all markets, whatever is going on or notable. Okay, let's see. So Amber, thank you so much for joining the Patreon. Bob, thank you so much for the renewal. OXD, thank you for renewing for 10 months. Big Cat, thank you for 9 months. I really appreciate y'all. And all the people that have renewed their Patreon, thank y'all so much because I'm 100% crowdsourced. I don't do any marketing, so you know that. But I'm just saying, I don't monetize. I play copyright music. YouTube monetization's off. I mean, all of it. I don't take money from anyone to push anything. It's just the charts, man. So that's BNB. We go the weekly, I guess. Like, whatever. I mean, a big bullish engulfing candle is there. You are about to have a confirmed weekly candle close in 42 minutes on BNB. But here's the thing. I mean, you're still, though, like, not above 225. It's just hard to give a crap until BNB gets above 225. Above 225 could be amazing. I mean, like, there's so much upside potential, but you're just not above it, so it's just hard to care. And look how, like, XRP is trying to break back above its 200-week moving average. Bitcoin's trying, right? These assets are trying, but then you got BNB that is so far away. Like 244 is a 200-week here. Yeah, this is this has been the worst of the big ones, and it's continuing to remain technically the most inferior. All right, just getting out of the way. We can go the monthly too. I mean, I guess you're gonna engulf the previous month's close. That's cool. You're gonna cover the candle. Be the highest monthly candle close, if you can believe it, since July 1st. Wow. Okay. Really? All right. Still looking like you might close below the candle low close from June of 2022, though. Just testing it as resistance. All right. It doesn't matter, though. Like, this will go up. Altcoins will go up if Bitcoin just goes up. Like, they're all supports will be defended. They will all hold. They will all rally off those levels. We know that. Many of them were just sitting as supports. Again, same place these altcoins were at the end of last year. Huge rallies ensued, some 200% moves from those lows. Then they had massive drawdowns. Then mid this year, June of this year, we saw these altcoins hit the same levels and then go on these little scrub rallies, substantially lower highs than the previous highs at the conclusion of those rallies, and then another drawdown to here we are again in October, and all the loser altcoins are back at these same levels they were at 10 months ago. And it's like, you think after that bad context, terrible distribution continuing, but nope. Nah, man. Like stuff like Zcash, buyers defending, right? Like falling below the bottom. But then one time, two times, and it's like, man, if you get back above 2663, you're in good shape. 3355 is the next target. You broke back above it a couple days ago. And here you are. I mean, Zcash working on its highest daily candle close since August 14th. There you go, man. It'd be like that sometimes, right? Let's just for instance, this is why you never, ever try to think you know. I try to make that really clear in here. Like, you just try, you remain humble. We might know where to strategize entry stop losses, but truly, it's hard to know, like, are buyers going to defend this time? Well, I mean, they defended all these times. It's like they shouldn't defend this time because just distribution, just loser trend. But guess what? They are like $53 to $5,400. The level that was tested initially, manufactured in July 2022, tested in November 2022, December 2022. Look at this, June of this year, and look from August all the way to now. It's like really tough. I mean, yeah, you'd think, oh yeah, assume 3,000, but no. Not if the buyers come in to defend the level again. The question is, how substantial will the rally be on these altcoins? What are we gonna get? We're gonna get something like this, test 200, and then roll over again, and test. In December, we're coming right back at the level. I mean, it's just delaying the inevitable of like a massive drawdown if that happens. Like if we don't start making higher highs, you'll just put in a lower high. Just more time will go by with these scrub rallies at supports, and later we'll test again and break them. So look at Shiba, dude. It's like crazy. It's like it's impeccable. It's like, I don't know. You can see it here, right? I mean, it's like buyers are defending the level from June of 2022. You can see how long and how well they are defending it. breaking above 766. Massive upside potential. I mean, you were at actionable levels again, like to strategize an entry, a stop loss, and take profits. It's just, I don't know, man. Is there going to be enough liquidity to get these altcoins to perform well enough to where you could make it 3-1? I mean, last rally we got was up 40+% from the entry, so just back at the entry again. Just wonder though if this is like the true back test. Look at stuff. And then there's ones like Neo that are like, dang man, it actually is showing us the textbook stuff, like the M shape completed, Gartley 886, type 1, type 2, and it's holding. You know, it's at basement levels. Really is. Look at the basement. Look what the type 2 return, type 1. It's this swing low from October 2019, February 2019. Type 2 return, same level here. Buyers defending it. So it's like you can easily manage your risk. You don't know if it's going to actually play out in reverse to $12.66, $13, but you know, like stop loss below 673 would be safe, and you'd probably be looking to take profit up there. Like talking about 68 to 80% upside if it actually played out for real. So Litecoin, I did get above 66. I'm making a joke about this in the Patreon earlier. It's like, man, if Bitcoin can pump, which it ended up pumping, this will play out. That's what I said. And so it's like this Quasimodo looking kind of Momo shift here. Anything above 66 is cautious optimism because $84 is historically the target above this level. So, all right, good development on Litecoin. Chainlink is down 1%. Wow. Oh, okay. Look, it's been like on a bullish route. Yeah, this one, man, it's just above 763. It's good. Hopefully, eventually, you make a higher high. Like, when's the last time these altcoins been making higher highs? They haven't at all. So you might be working on your first higher high in 6+ months. It's a good song. And there are ones that are just like hopeless. I mean, like just like, what do you do with this? Like, here's ETC, you know, completing an M shape. What a rally. Then another M shape. Then what a rally. But they're just lower highs. Back test of levels from history as resistance, resistance, resistance. Then you're just coming down to like a buy wall here. Look how buyers are like intraday not defending it, but like they're settling up, right, on the daily above that or at that level. And it's just holding. It's just crazy. And so it's like, you wonder long enough, what will happen? I mean, probably just another lower high in the previous high, but for now, this is the theme of the stream. Because Bitcoin, these altcoins, death levels are holding, right? Like death meaning like if they don't hold these levels, there's just like 60+% downside on almost all the altcoins. But they're not breaking. Buyers defending, Bitcoin mooning. So that happens, yeah. Darwood Sandstorm, yeah, the best version. That's right. So we can't. Let's look at total. Yeah, I mean total, dude. Jonathan, what you thinking about this pump, man? It's a pretty big deal in the new day, or the new month, the new quarter.
I like turtles.
He likes turtles. Me too. It was turtles that broke the supply line and even just went with a back test that lasted like a week. And you've been running, and you're working on your high total market cap, work on its highest daily candle close since August 16th. Very nice, still below 200 week moving average, but better than nothing, man. Better than it's not holding 992 and breaking down to go test 876, then 800. So, yeah, you know, you're not dead until you're breaking supports, and supports were defended by the buyers. This is what happens. It's very similar to October 1st, 2021. Well, let's take Aganda, because we haven't been here in a few days. Bitcoin dominance, up 0.54%. You know, it's going to be tough for this thing to move the way everything is going. But still, like, right, this is the You're in phase E of Wyckoff accumulation. This is the end of the backup phase within the phase E. It's just a consolidation structure that happens. Wyckoff and stuff. And so you're just, what an uptrend, and just waiting for a markup. And 60% is the ultimate target. It's beautiful. Really is. Ethereum to Bitcoin though, I mean, it just kept making lower highs. And still, like, it's cool, right? I mean, like, people get every it's almost like every single time Ethereum to Bitcoin has rallied since this year, like anytime this year, November last year. I swear, it's like every time people are coming out being like, oh, we're good. Ethereum, Bitcoin, it's moon. It's like, no, every single time these rallies happen, it's only lower lows, only lower highs, only lower highs, only lower highs. What are you doing? You're just working on your lowest high of the entire phase D of Wyckoff distribution. You're just working on it, man. After you just made the lowest low since July of 2022. Sorry. So this is still like weak, very weak. It's still pretty much implying that Bitcoin's going to outperform Ethereum in the long run, which I believe it, man. Okay, there are some coins today that are up stupid amounts. My God, storage is up 20%, man. It's crazy. Look how this one just broke supports and just rallied, and there were no back tests of them as support. It was tough, man. It's really tough, some of these. So it's working on its highest daily candle close since July 4th. Wow, what an engulfing candle. I mean, these things get so illiquid. It happens. But it's called the whack-a-mole lotto. Because it's like, how can you guess which one's going to actually do it? You can't. Could have just as easily been Rencoin or VeChain or XLM this time. It just happened to, you know, storage won the lottery today. It'll be down 10% tomorrow, probably. But then there were ones that like had promising looking potential bottoms. I mean, like, look how, but it's, you know, okay, this is great. Like ZRX, you know, hits this key level that goes back to 2019. But it's like the rally occurring. Is it just going to end up making another lower high? Or is this a local, the one bottom, the second bottom, and it turns into another 30-cent run again? It could be. It could be. That's all. So that's like why you understand you don't know where an asset's going next, but you can still make money if you can identify strategic levels, which the strategic level is certainly 15 to 16 cents on ZRX. That was a trade setup that was posted when it was breaking back above that level in January, and it hit 2 of the 3 targets. Now here we are again. It's like same effing price, but could be promising. Maybe at one second low and time to go to 30 cents. I mean, wouldn't be that weird. That's such a real level though. Cannot argue. It's like a Bitcoin dumps, there's no way the buyers can defend the level, but Bitcoin didn't dump. Bitcoin is in the macro, Bitcoin is in an uptrend. It's been an uptrend the whole year, 2023. So there's no way they're going to collapse without Bitcoin collapsing. Yeah, Sol's up 12%. Oh my God, it's just crazy. I mean, $18, $19 just... Buyers defended it, then they formally back tested it, and now you're running. And like, you know, you would think like a adequate target zone is pretty easy looking at left, right? Just from 2023, right? You see $25, $26, peak, 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 up thrust, peaks. Yeah, so you're almost there. A little bit more upside, free test that. If you ever broke that, look at, you could be looking at $37 above $26. So great how things have changed, right? You know, you put your lowest low in at the end of 2022, and every single time the sellers have tried now, more buyers than before. And this was like your first higher low. First higher low, man. Like, you know, you put in a low here. I don't know. For like, you know, you put in your low and you put in your higher low, but this low is higher than this low. So it's just context of demand. I don't care what anyone says. Bitcoin. How can you say Bitcoin's been in a downtrend the whole year when it's only higher highs, higher lows? I don't know why you listen to people that say that. Like, look, it's reality. Like, hey man, like a low got put in November, then a higher low got put in December 2022. And then, hey, look, a high that is higher than your previous highs. And then a slightly higher high locally. Then a sell-off. These lows, both of them, were higher than this low. This low was a formal bullish back test of an old all-time high from 2017 on Bitcoin. Incredible back test. And then a V-shape, and then a new higher high than the previous highs. Then a higher low than the previous low, than the previous low, then a higher high than the previous high. And now a higher low, same low than previous low, meaning the uptrend's still intact. So, you know, bullish indicators, bullish patterns could be reliable. Yeah. I just don't, I mean, in order to reverse the trend, multiple things would have to happen on a chart, not someone's opinion, a chart, right? Where a discernible lower high than the previous discernible swing high has to occur. That's step one. That is not really, you thought it might have happened here, August 30th, but again, that's, okay, a lower high, maybe, but then a sell-off to clearly see that, oh, this is just another test of this key level, and now you're rallying, and the verdict is out. Like, will we put in a lower high? It's very possible. You could end up putting in a lower high than the previous high, and that's step one. So you end up hitting 28.8, 30K, not enough demand, then you roll over again. I'm just saying, like, how a trend could reverse. You come back down at this level, but then there's no demand this time. You break it, then you back test. All right, so then now you actually have an argument for like how things are starting to change, where you're no longer making higher highs, higher lows, or even the same lows anymore. You're making a lower high, then a lower low. Then you'd be looking for what? Either the same high or a lower high. And that's when you can pretty much confirm that a downtrend has begun, right? Consecutive lower highs, lower lows. You have none of that. That has never happened in 2023 on Bitcoin. So no argument. Delusion, and just completely wrong if someone says otherwise. That's just, wow.
Five-minute candle, bro. Yeah, I know, man. 5-minute candle, man. Shut up, bro.
Yeah, it's great, man. Great. August 1st or October 1st. What happened on October 1st, 2022? It was bad, right? Yeah, it was real bad. No, it was like before the bottom fell out one more time in November, October 1st. Yeah, it was just, oh God, just sideways for another month. Then a loser rally. Right? Hey, remember like downtrend? Like, look, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Then like the downtrend kind of stopped. It's paused. We made the lowest lows, then the rally, the lower high. Then you made about the same lows, and then this high was lower than this high. That lower low than the previous, then a lower high than the previous high, then the lowest low. Right? You were downtrending, and it was very real. It had been ongoing. That was on the tail end of all of it, right? And things have changed. Higher lows, higher highs. All right, we got futures open on the stock market. Let's take a gander at the quad screen. How it started? It started well. Started pretty okay for the new month, the new quarter. The S&P up marginally, up 0.3%, 0.4% across the board. No big deal. Let us look at the S&P 500 so you can see here, because you know it's a new month, a new quarter going on traditional markets too. And you know, all this happened recently was a formal bullish back test of 4230. It's a zone inflection. It was tested at support. Nice. But let's look at, see if I have to plot it here. Let me show you the monthly. because some things have happened here that aren't really good technically, where you have a hanging man. It was a potential hanging man reversal candle. It's potential until the next candle confirms it with a lower close than the close of the hanging man candle, and that was confirmed on Friday. It was your lowest monthly candle close in the S&P 500 since May, and again, the confirmation. So if it's real, then the price will, I mean, like, right, if it's like a confirmation and the hanging man's going to catch follow through and we're going to draw down, then the price is not going to breach 45.72 anytime soon. You will continue. You might chop around below there throughout the months, but if it's real, then no, it's not going higher. And that's the case. Well, here you go. There's your reversion to the mean. Even the COVID crash saw it. You haven't seen it since the COVID crash, and you might be putting on your lower high, your lowest high. No, it'd be like a lower high, your first lower high. First lower high on the monthly since when? Maybe at the bottom, you know? But really, just kept going. So that's a lot of downside there. But here's the thing. Here's the stat that I read, and then I started trying to look into it, and it seems accurate. There's some kind of weird stat that if the S&P 500 has, and it is particularly August and September, both have to be red candles, red closes back to back, right? That's happened like 9 times, at least in the past 60, 70 years. 9 times, or 10 times. And 9 out of the 10 times, that October after the 2 red months, August, September, closed green, closed up. So you have contradicting maybe variables there, or you've got the technicals saying, confirmed hanging man, yikes. If this is real, give it time. You won't be taking out those highs and you'll be drawing down more. But then it's like, so we could still just have like a decent October, and the, you know, that trend that's real continues. That historical data, you know, ends up being the same. Like, where, oh, yep, it would be like 10 out of 11 times, you know, and then like a green October, a moderate, mild October, and then the selling continues in November and like whatever. So there's a way for them to both play out. It would just be like a good October, like positive price action October. So weird. Just letting you know there. Also the DXY. Look how DXY had its highest monthly candle close on Friday since October of 2022. Bullish engulfing candle August was confirmed with follow through September. And 102 and change was regarded, you know, it's been a resistance support before, like a resistance in 1998, resistance in 2016-17, resistance in 2020, and it's flipped to support now. So wow, going for an attempted rally, right? This was a major, like incredible bearish bat pattern. It might be going for a type 2, might be going for a rally to see if it's real or not. All right. We got 19 minutes till your daily candle close. If you're enjoying the live stream, like button below the sub. Number go up on the DXY. Wow. Yep. US oil's open now. Take a look at it. It's up 0.4% on the new day, the new week, or the new week and the new month. And just, you know, you're in the golden zone, right? I mean, like, the same type of thing I was talking about, Bitcoin from its highest high to its lowest low, 382 to 618. Well, oil has already achieved its golden zone, where it's hit a 382. It's exceeded the 382, almost at a 50% retrace. The top of the golden zone is 103.72. So Bitcoin hasn't even done what oil's doing. Okay. So it's really nice. I mean, a lot of things to think about for sure. Here is the M2 money supply. You can see money printer stopped going burr in April of 2022. But now, it's not number go down anymore. It's number go sideways since March, April, when they had to Fed had to add $500 billion to its balance sheet again to just keep the regional banks from collapsing. And now interest rates are up substantially since then. And it's like, and you've got this crazy, like the liquidity is diverging so much from the S&P, where they historically are pretty in sync with each other. Like the S&P would have to draw down 18%, I believe, to revert back to that that money or that liquidity chart. So yeah, I mean, look how it all started. This is it, man. Why can't you buy a home? Why can't anyone sell a home? Why can't anything happen? Here it is, man. Inflation. Why is food? Everything's so expensive. This is it right here. This is it. That's the reason. And guess what? The S&P went straight up with it. Yeah, I mean, I can try. I don't know if it's going to look good or not. Probably not. Yeah, it is. This is. I think I just had it. It looked okay a minute ago. I don't like remembering what the chart looked like. It looked like. Sorry, it gets all messed up. I don't know. It looks something like that. This is legit the chart I'm talking about. The way liquidity is to the S&P price, where you have a huge divergence going on that I think will eventually revert back. So, yeah. Yields on the new week. Have they even opened yet? I don't think so. No, not yet. Wow, look at that, though. The 10-year yields hitting a resistance. Potential shooting star reversal. I guess I got confirmation on Friday. But I think the TLT hit a support too and bounced, so it's kind of makes sense. Look at high from 2003, 5, and 6. Yeah, very real level. No breakout yet. And then TLT, which is just the treasury bonds themselves. Yeah, caught a bounce at a very, very real level, like countless times. Like, let's see, go back, and you can see like this zone here, man. Swing highs and lows since 2002 onward to 2011, right? Every swing low, 87 to $88. Well, here we are again, right at it. So if you catch a bounce here, it can't really be that surprising. Just like how will it perform? Probably not that great. All right, we got less than 15 minutes till your weekly candle close. Yeah, man. Kind of run through a lot of the cryptos, and I don't know, kind of serve my purpose as a live streamer of these markets. I mean, what do you want me to do? Look at some of these that are like so dangerous. Like they're just asking to collapse to almost nothing. Like crow.com, crypto.com. I mean, Matt Damon coin still below the support resistance, but I just like, it's just what's happening. And this is David Weiss stuff and trades about to happen. You just sometimes don't know what type of absorption's happening. It can be without a Wyckofian structure, you just sometimes don't know. Is it we're at a point where selling pressure is so weak now. There's just such a lack of selling pressure that the price is able to prop up. And eventually these sellers that have tried for so long, right, they just relent and the buyers come in and we just rally on one low, the second low, even if you're below support. Or is it like there's just such a lack of demand that that this level's just being tested and will eventually just roll over. It's tough to say. I mean, I think you're getting a point where after all these back tests, it's kind of like, why are the sellers failing so miserably right now to get the price any higher? Ultimately, though, let's just say
SPX on the weekly and monthly looks interesting. 0.227788876 LTC.
So, Rob, I was hoping for. Okay, yeah, we'll look at it. Dang, man, it's going for a record there, a 2023 record. What do you want to see? Total what? Total the S&P. Okay. Oh wow! Oh my God. Interesting chart. Well, I mean, kind of. So it's still below that 2018 peak, which is so sad, right? There were 3,000 cryptos back then, right? 3,300. Guess what? There's like 18,000 now. And you're trading lower than when there were 3,000 cryptos that existed.
How about SMH?
So love my poker. Thanks, dude. Sure. We'll look at that if you want. Yeah. Ooh, look at this where all the closes were, right? See that? 2018. That's where the reversal happened. You're just above that right now. Barely. Good God. I'm breaking it today. Holy crap. So we're looking at those levels, and then we can look at more local levels, kind of. What's being like back tested? Huh. It's like a couple levels. Are you really seeing it? Reminds me of YFI, right? July 2022, September 2022. It's like the zone, and buyers keep defending it. The lowest low, then never again. All these lows are higher than this low. So you'd be like, is that a whacked out looking inverse head and shoulders? Maybe, but just looking at each level, 252 million is breaking that candle high close from 2018, where you could see an easy run to $277 million market cap total paired to the S&P 500. It's like one low, the second low. Yeah, I mean, divergence probably. Yeah, you got divergence on this like you do
Mitch,
multiple altcoins.
Can you have a look at CHSB?
What's up, Jamie? Thanks for the 15 pounds. Wow, dude. Your name's spelled like Jamie Lannister. Thank you. Thank you, man. Yeah, we'll look at CHSB, and thank you for your first super chat ever, apparently. So you got to wonder here, is this going to manifest into like a more substantial rally? 277 million is a big, big level. I don't know, man. It's probably a zone. It looks like a zone. Like, because, yeah, you got to go with that peak from 2021. It's very similar to Bitcoin in terms of like, it's okay right now, but it's like there's so much adversity above you that how could you get cocky, or even like, how could you be that confident right now, just knowing there's just so many peaks above you where there could be too much supply and the buyers relent. So cool to see us breaking this level, but you got a lot of work to do. I'll extend that out, man. Wow. Yep. I mean, more than before. Rob, weekly, monthly looks interesting. Shoot, I didn't even look. Weekly, monthly. Yeah, weekly looks all right, you know. Haven't seen positive momentum on the weekly since May. Yeah. Below the 200-week moving average, and really below all the levels. Like, not really great. You got this better play out, right? This better holds. Yeah, I mean, you are dead below 229 million at this point. So it could be confirmed that the bottom's in. Monthly. No positive momentum on the monthly since January 2022. Yeah. Oh, I like this. I like the monthly, where, look at that. Where traders settled up back in December 2017. Look how buyers defended it, and you haven't gone any lower. So that's cool. Yeah, interesting-ish, sure. I would just look at the individual assets in crypto, right? Buyers defending levels and all that. Like, and strategize that way. It's really tough here. Like, remember, this is like an aggregate of all these different cryptos. Then it's paired to 500 stocks. What? 18,000 S coins paired to 500 stocks. Wow. That's what this is. SMH shaking my head. Semiconductor ETF. Yeah, dude. I mean, like, it's like, okay, it could pivot. This is bad. It's a hanging man confirmed at an all-time high. I mean, that's like the worst thing ever. That's where, like, oh, this candle, that's where people, you know, funds, institutions, they care about hanging mans that are confirmed. This is where they start going short or they offload their position in October. That's just bad. That's just terrible. Because it's like, maybe things turn around, dude. But look, you're just staring in the face of a whole ETF that is diverging. It's a confirmed top. It kind of reminds me of Bitcoin 65K, draws down, then goes to 69K. And then it's just like, huh? Oops. Oh, this is the monthly. My God, monthly bearish divergence on SMH. Wow. Working on monthly bearish divergence, okay. RSI, obviously, the same thing. Okay, the weekly. It's just like, it might pivot and rally again. It's just, dang, man. Here's 65K, here's 69K kind of Bitcoin. I mean, it's like, this was 30K on Bitcoin. Yeah, potential piercing line on the weekly. Yeah, that's a piercing line. You got to catch follow through this week, but that is a potential Japanese candlestick reversal. Pierced through 50% of the previous candle, closed above it. Yeah, that's... we'll see. Just, wow, so elevated, man. And that's like a bear shark that exceeded the 886, but it's not invalid. Look, it's a beautiful W shape. 886. Yeah, that's for sure what you got right there, man. Completed W shape. Never something you just want to be like, oh, I can't wait to go long on this. Crazy. SMH, yeah, shaking my head for bulls. If they're like excited about going long on this, you're crazy. All right, CHSB for Jamie Lannister. From he's from King's Landing. No, he's from Lannisport, right? CHSB. All right, we're talking about there's crypto. Okay. I guess Bitfinex is the only one we could really look at. Yeah. I guess. Please tell me, like, right, you know, if you want to look at a tepid off-brand S coin, always be sure to give me the exchange too, so I'm not like looking at the wrong thing, you know. If I look at this, it's a loser. It's like 99.9% of all of their S coins. Sure. Super illiquid. Look at the scan wicks. I would never touch it. 120,000 volume. You're always looking for a million volume. Just in case you have a stop loss set up. You know there will be liquidity. And you know there will be sellers. Or you know there will be buyers when your limit stop ultimately triggers. So you don't get something called a running stop. Yeah, liquidity is important. And I don't think you really have it on this one. And you're currently trading below an inflection point from June of 2022, right? And maybe even a zone for the other high, other lows, right? So I mean, like right there, you are currently testing it as it's like crypto.com. It's like Crow. Like, oh, these old levels, the old all-time lows are being regarded as resistance. Even with Bitcoin being up almost 4% today and doing great, and it's been in an uptrend the whole year. This is not. This has been in a downtrend the whole year. Its whole existence. 5 minutes until your weekly candle close. If you're enjoying the stream, like button, bell, sub. First of the month, best day to join the Patreon. Support this channel. That is 100% crowdsourced. You get trade setups, education, access to the premium Discord. Yeah. First of the month, man. October. It's my birthday month. Let's go. Hype in the chat. One of the best months of the year, in my opinion. I love October. So supply line broke in June, and it's breaking again, and it's October. Well, it broke officially on the 28th, then back tested, as we discussed the past couple streams, a breakout and a back test of the supply line to flip to demand line, and then nothing burger yesterday on Saturday, and then Sunday, here we are running and testing the 200-day simple moving average first time since August 30th, and you're working on your highest daily candle close since August 16th, and you've got 2 minutes and 25 seconds till that's confirmed after buyers defended May of 2022 inflection point not once but twice, where it was once resistance. In February, it has flipped to support, the highest high of the rally, then the same low as the previous low, but both these lows are higher than the previous low, so you're still uptrending. You're in an uptrend. You've been in an uptrend on Bitcoin for the whole year. Most altcoins are nothing like Bitcoin at all. They are at the most of them are sitting at the same price they were sitting at 10 months ago, but and they're catching bids again, like for the 5th time. Like, okay, cool. It's just, you knew, like, okay, we're at these levels after and all these times, all these little, like, all the bids coming in at the support. It's been at for 10 months. Lower highs, test, lower highs, test, lower highs. It's like the song, like a little bit louder now, a little bit quieter now, a little bit lower high now, a little bit lower high now, test. Someone make a song. Someone Willer. UT number one. I don't know which one is that. I mean, that's an orange color. That could be Texas, could be Tennessee, man. How am I supposed to know? Not sure. 1 minute.
Hope you had a good weekend, man. Threw some into 8 beanie babies at $1.10. Thanks for being a real streamer. UT number one LFG.
Oh, he said, duh, Texas. Well, I can't say anything this year. Can't say anything this year. Ape? Oh, come on, dude. Oh, is it because of that? It didn't even test it, man. It didn't even test the level. Dude, it's such a garbage, like, chart, man. Look at this. So well, I mean, maybe fib extension. What was your reasoning behind it? Is it the M shape, the extension pattern? 1414 fib extension right here, like $1.10 or whatever was the 1414. Huh? What was it? There it is, chat. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Bitcoin, the highest 4-hour candle close since August 17th. Highest daily candle close since, I think the same, since mid-August. Highest weekly candle close. Hello, can you hear me? Highest weekly candle close on Bitcoin confirmed since August 7th, 2023. Is this working? Do I sound super holy? Anyone? Or is it just sound normal? If it sounds normal, mission failed. Oh yes, it sounds very, very holy. Should be starting to sound spooky because it's October. We got Halloween upon us. I don't even know what I'm gonna be for Halloween yet. Take recommendations, I guess, man. Last year was composite operator, and it was amazing, right? And then the year before that was the. How do you up that where you are not just the past 2 years in a row? I have combined two things together to make it super special, original, unique, right? Where 2 years ago was the Death Star, where I'm not just Emperor Palpatine, but I'm also Jerome Powell at the same time on the Death Star, not the Death Star, the Death Star. Then last year I was. Whatever his name was, Mikhail from The Truman Show, but as him, I am also the composite operator himself. How do you top that? How do I come up with something even more innovative this year? Not sure. Hello. Okay. All right. Let's go back to normal voice. Okay. Wait, I am normal voice. Never mind. Okay. Okay, man. We did it. We did it. And, yeah, I don't really see anything one-wheeler about Ape that is enticing, incentivizing, fun for me or anyone else here. That I don't think it could add value to the stream at all. Like, looking at it, like, I can't be like, oh, we can do an educational, hypothetical mock trade setup. Can't. Not on that crap. That things just never go down, and it's just reversing after making its lowest low in human history. Ethereum, it's not pumping. It's only at 0.1%. Congratulations, chat. Let's get a little... Oh, long-term Jesus chimed on this one. Okay, it was your highest daily candle close confirmed on Ethereum since August 16th, and a confirmed candle close back above the key inflection point of inflection points. We've done it, man. We've broken back out like Walter White. But now it's like, is it real? Will it be sustained? Here's the good news. I mean, after a rally like this, any sell-offs that occur, just monitor if wherever the buyers come back in and a pivot occurs, a higher low than the previous lows, you're in good shape. Even if you fall back below 1728, you're still okay. Make higher lows and everything will be fine. Oh, is fat beta loser cuck scam bankman fraud? Is he getting interviewed in jail? Dude, I mean, these people are awful. Some of the people in crypto, so terrible. This is like why it's like I'm not a crypto person. Like, I love Bitcoin, believe in it fundamentally, holistically. You know that if you're here. Cryptos, altcoins, you know how I feel. 99% of them plus are scams. Loser scams. And the only thing they're good for is if the trend and the market conditions are favorable, right? We can identify predictable patterns from traditional markets and strategize entries at key levels with reasonable stop losses, tight stop losses, and equitable take profits. That's all cryptos are meant for. It's a trader's market. Outside of Bitcoin, trader's market. All right, so on the new week, do we look at, I don't even think we looked at it. Here it is. If you want to see it, a bullish engulfing candle confirmed on Bitcoin. We need follow through. Definitely need follow through. But it was confirmed. Yes, confirmed candle close above the 200-week simple moving average for the first time since August 7th. Not bad, man. Bullish divergence on the weekly. Yeah. Maturing. We have maturing, ever maturing, hidden bullish divergence. After the classic bear, this is great, too. This is like stuff you want to see, right? Okay. We identified classic bearish divergence, a high, then a slightly higher high, or even the same high with lower levels of positive momentum. Impending price action reversal. The reversal occurred. But where's the performance of that? That type of divergence on the weekly should be, it's over. We're going down to 15.5 again, but it hasn't. All that's happened is after that, look what you've got. You've got a low here. You've got about the same low, a slightly higher low at a support. And now you've got these nice engulfing candles, right, coming in. So yeah, you've got impending price action continuation implied. So let's say like you were an uptrend and what we're identifying is reliable and it ends up performing. What does that mean? Chances are you're going to get a 31K test. I mean, on the weekly, something like that, you at least go test, yeah, your peaks from April and July. You might make a head and shoulders off that. You might only go that far, but definitely cause for cautious optimism. Yep. All right. Well, y'all are good. 28.8 on deck. 200 moving average on the daily. We tested, not really breaking it. A lot of work to be done. Not even close. You're still deep within the woods. 28.8, 30K, 31K, all real levels. Very real. Above 31K though is pretty much $40,000. 36K is your 38% retrace from the all-time high to the November low. So the good news is your RSI is incredible. It's sitting in the bullish control zone, 65, so not overbought. So there's some more upside potential maybe. And if we start selling off sooner rather than later, just see if the buyers can put in a higher low than 26K. Because you made a low, you're putting in a local higher low here. Let's see if that continues. All right, thanks for coming out. Be sure to join the Patreon if you want to support this channel. It is 100% crowdsourced, right? Going on 6 years now. All right, y'all be good. Thanks for watching. Till next time, respect the TA.